welcome everybody to the Elk River Holiday Tournament, and we're off. Manabee 2s. Hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. We'll see if these guys can provide as much entertainment as Max Brosmer and the Vikings did for us yesterday. Our sight lines are a little compromised here. A couple corners are going to be tough, but we'll do our best to bring it to you. Looks like we started with the Fallness, Cook, and Western line with Pyhowski and LaPointe out there on D. Jakey's got it right now, dumps it into the blind corner we can't see. Benny pursues it. There we go, we'll zoom out a little bit. Benny's got it in the corner out to Lewis in the high slot, he whiffs on it. Caden tries to pinch it in. Jake with a good angle to get the puck. D-to-D pass over to Caden, who can't quite find the handle. He's going to take it himself and enter the zone. Nice little pivot there into the corner. Centennial comes away with the puck. Nice keep by Eddie. Looks like we're getting a line change here. Eli, Eddie, and Eric are out there for St. Louis Park. Comes to center ice. Centennial gains the zone here and sends it in the corner. Eli with a nice pass to Eric through center ice. Eric may find a little seam here. Let's see, he's in. Oh, nice save by the goalie. He's blocker and out of play. Great little pass by Eli to find Eric streaking up the middle. Eric was able to take it wide, and a nice save by the goalie. So that line will stay out. Eric, Eddie, Eli with Remy and Nate on D there. Eric back to the D. Remy throws one at net, gets blocked into the near corner. And Centennial comes away with it through the neutral zone. Lobs one towards the net, but misses. Far corner. Remy and Eric trying to battle out. Eric with a nice hard pass over to Eli. He's chasing it down. And Eli is the first one there. Good hustle. Pinned to the wall by Centennial. Battle for it here in the corner behind the net. Bram's looking for it. Bram's battling in the corner here. Centennial just pounds it to the D. Nate's got that. Nate's right into the shin pads. Luckily, Griff was back there to catch that. It could have been a break for Centennial. Benny now with it in the neutral zone. He just sends it down deep. Bram on the forecheck. Just hops over Remy's stick there. Remy made a nice pinch there. Just a bad bounce on him there. So he'll take a second to regroup. Puck's rolling on him a little bit. Bram scoops it up. Nice move through the neutral zone. He'll take it in and gets it picked by the Centennial defender. Centennial with a dangerous cross-ice pass there in their offensive zone. I believe the team is missing Everett Edstrom today, so Griffin Hogan is up on forward today. So you'll see Griff in the offensive zone. Looks like a right wing possibly. All right, Jake LaPointe with the puck. Rory Hansen out there for his first shift. Lewis got it, centers it to Eddie. Can't quite find the handle. And now we're in the neutral zone again. All right, Lewis enters the zone. Nice pass to Eddie. Eddie gets knocked off the puck in the slot. Nice free-flowing game so far, not many whistles. Rory finds a D there, puts it on net. Elliott grabs it in the corner, centers it. Lewis can't quite find the handle. And Centennial to come away with it. Across the center line. Rory pushes him wide. Lewis whiffs on a pass there. But Rory now finds the handle, takes it behind his own net. Eddie's digging for it along the far wall. Hash marks here. Comes loose to Elliott. Elliott slides it up the wall, gets it out of the zone. And Centennial take it back. We'll try to regroup. Park is getting a change here. Benny's on the ice now, along with Elliott and Lewis. Tip by Centennial into the zone, so there'll be no ice. Remy goes back for it. Actually, it's Caden that's going to pick it up. Caden behind the net. Nice tip around the defender. He's going to try to bring it up the near wall. Lewis is battling for it down there. So is Eli battling for it down there. Remy banks it back up the wall, trying to pull it off there, and they can't quite find the handle. Centennial keeps it in. Ooh, dangerous play there, right through the slot. Luckily nobody was home for Centennial. Eric now along the far wall with Benny battling for it. Caden with a nice play there to prevent that puck from... Oh, and I think that's going to be a hold on Centennial here. With the Orioles on the power play. Referee has his arm in the air. Looked like the Centennial player just got a little too much of... That was a Caden, I think, behind the net. Wrapped him up. Now Benny's got it behind the net there. Centers it to Eric. Eric couldn't quite get much on that shot. So, we'll see. Yep. Hold indicated by the referee. This will be a power play for the Park. Eddie at center, Eli on the right wing, Eric on left wing. LaPointe and Benson out there on D. Wait for the Bentley to get up, and here we go. Centennial wins the draw. Eric chases it down behind the net, though. Help things. It's in his feet. Makes a no-look pass right to the Centennial player, unfortunately, but Eddie does a nice job chasing that down and getting it back. On net. And a stoppage of play. Do another face-off here to the right of the goaltender. Same five out there. Eli, Eddie, Eric up front, Nate Benson, Jacob LaPointe on D. Eric rings it around. Jacob LaPointe does a nice job stepping in, getting down low. Eli Bruce takes the spot at the point. Nice shot by Eddie. Oh, nice little passing play there. Eddie to Eric to Eli. Just couldn't quite get it past the goaltender here. Big goalie takes up a lot of the net. And he was right there, square to the shooter. So, new power play unit comes out. Hogan on the right wing, Benny, Bram up front. And we have Rory and Remy on D. Centennial wins that draw, though, and they're going to clear the zone. Gain the zone and just send it down. Makes the Orioles come 200 feet to get it set up in their offensive zone. Oh, boy. Oh, no. I think that's going to be a goal. That was ping pong or pinball ball puck. Hit Corey, fell right between his legs, didn't realize it was there, and Centennial was opportunistic there on the spot and poked it home. All right, so now we have Elliott, Eddie, and Lewis out there on the power play with Rory and Remy back on D. Puck's down deep. Rory feeds the point. Nice job by Remy to tie up his man in front, so nothing dangerous comes of that. Lewis whiffs on the pass. Rory grabs it, looks up ice. Good pass to Lewis. Lewis tips it down the ice, and then a chase. Eddie on the forecheck. Lewis able to pick that one off in the near corner. Eddie with another good pass. Elliott with a weak shot on net there. They're just wide, apparently. Eddie takes a shallow angle shot. Eddie picks up his own rebound, can't quite find the handle. And it comes to the far half wall. Eddie with his head up. Good pass to Rory. Rory decides to fire one on net. Rory finds it again. Again puts it on net, wide. And that comes out of the zone. Couldn't quite tell how, but it's going to go the length of the ice. No icing. Rory and Elliott chase it in the far corner. Elliott pokes it to the middle where it gets intercepted by Centennial. Now Rory's got it. Comes to Benny. The head of steam up the middle. He makes a move. Can't quite get it through the defender's legs. Almost. Caden Byhowski back there to get it, and that's going to be offsides. So we'll go Eli, Benny, and Eric out there now with LaPointe and Caden. Face-off will be center ice based on where that offsides pass came from. Benny battling for the face-off. Enters the zone to quickly back out. Jakey does a nice job jamming up the wall, not letting it get by him. Puck's bouncing here. Caden goes back, goes behind the net to retrieve it. Sends it to Jake, who sends it up to Eli. Jake reverses it to Caden. Caden tries to bank it to Eric, but hits some skates. That's going to find Eli in the neutral zone, who gains the red line, gets it in the zone. Eric pursuing it, makes a hop around the defender, but can't quite get the puck back. But he's pinning him back there. He needs a little help. Here it comes. Benny with a nice back check there to stop that before he got too far up ice, and they're right back in the zone. On net, they ring it to our defenseman. Caden's going to have that. He puts it back down low, just out of the reach of Eric. And Centennial sends it to neutral ice where Remy has it with a lot of time. He'll get his head up, and he'll gain the zone here. Oh, nice move by Remy to get to the slot and fire a shot on that. Goalie's been up to the task so far. Orioles have had some good scoring chances. They've been able to get one by him. That was high and wide of the net. Shot on that. Corey was square to the shooter and covers it up for a defensive zone face-off here for the Orioles. With Eddie, Hogan, and Graham up front, and looks like we have Remy and Nate out on D. Another save by Corey there. He drops it, lets Remy take it. Remy sends it up to Graham. Oh, whiffed by Centennial, but Orioles can't quite take advantage of it. Now it's just nice cutback by the Centennial player there to gain the zone. Shot from the offensive zone circle goes wide. Good body by Hogan there, the defender, and that's going to get rung around, but Centennial will keep that puck in. Tries to go D to D, not quite there. Remy with it. Finds a good pass. Brown just can't quite handle it. Nate back for it now behind the net. Gets tangled up with the Centennial player. Griff with a good battle in the corner along with Remy. Remy digs it out of there. Griff pumps it up the wall to Benny, who comes away with it with a little room through the neutral zone. I think that was offsides. Yep, just a little bobble at the blue line, and enough to cause an offsides here. So, be a face-off outside the blue line. Lewis, Benny, Elliott out there. Rory and LaPointe on D. Jakey with a good step there. Can't really see it down there. Sorry, viewers. That near wall is a tough angle for us to get on the camera. Centennial enters the zone, chips it in deep. And the Orioles have kind of been on the defensive here lately after starting probably the first 5 minutes pretty strong. With a lot of offensive zone time. They've been a little hemmed up here as of late. See if they can complete a few passes here for a breakout. Rory's got a head of steam here through the neutral zone, kicking at it, fumbles it, but keeps it in. ice there as referee rules it could have been played. So Orioles will go on the attack here, trying to get some new bodies out there. Eli and Eddie have changed. Or Eli and Eddie are now on the ice. Caden Pyhowski with it behind the net. And shot on net that Corey swallows up for a face-off with 2 minutes, 6 seconds left here in the first period. 1-0. Centennial leading the Orioles. Shorthanded goal. Pretty even play thus far. Both teams have had some zone time. Down a couple bodies. This killer E-line isn't out there as much. But now here they are. Eddie's got it wide. Eric's driving to the nets. Nice pass by Eddie, and Eric just weak on the stick. Can't quite get anything on it. Keep it up. Centennial comes this way with it. Sends it down deep. And Remy there to get it in the corner. He starts skating it out. Nice pass to Eric, who comes to the neutral zone with it. Gains the line, tries to go in between the defensemen. Easy poke check for the defenseman there. But nice step by Caden Pyhowski from D to come in. This is how the game's played now. Those defensemen down low so often. Eric battling for it in the corner. Gets tripped up a little bit, but somehow comes away with the puck. Feeds Eddie. Oh, nice shot by Eddie and another save. Orioles seem to have turned the tables here a little bit. Now, a little more offensive zone time. Eli goes and finds it in the corner. Finds Caden at the point. Caden's going to put it on net. Ooh, nice tip. Eric paid the price for that tip. Big check in front of the net. And it clears out. But a good shift by Black there. I think forwards are going to come for a change here. They forechecked hard there as we have 30 seconds left here in the period. Got Bram, Benny out there. Eli's still out there. He'll probably be looking for a change, I'd imagine. Goes to the corner. Caden rings it around. Jakey chasing it down. Eli's on the half wall. Can't quite get it. Caden with a good pass. Good pass by Benny. Yeah. Let's see here. I think 2 seconds. We're going to run out of time, I think. Yep. All right, 1-0 after one. The Orioles gave up a shorthanded goal there, and that's where we stand. Playing in the Kaiser Arena today here at the Elk River Community Center. Kaiser Arena is more the auxiliary arena. Later this evening they will play over at the Cornerstone Arena, which is where the high school plays. Very nice facility. Looks like they're taking 2-minute intermissions here at this tournament. So the boys will rest up and head back out for the second, with I believe a resurface to follow after the second period, but we'll find out. Oh, maybe they're just doing a minute here. Referees blew the whistle at 1, so get them back on the ice and play some hockey. River's ready to go.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. All right. Orioles send out Hogan, Alness, Mayers up front. Point Hansen on D. Here we go, second period action underway in Elk River. Centennial versus St. Louis Park. Centennial up 1-0. Might be an early ice here. I think it will. That'll cause a offensive zone face-off. Thought they might waive it. Orioles weren't really chasing that puck down, but the referees ruled it an icing anyways. So we'll do an offensive zone face-off. Same personnel out there. Benny to take the draw. It's down low on that stick. Battles for it, does a nice job getting it out to the D. Jakey with a heads-up play, just had some time, patience. Gets it over to Hogan, who puts a shot on net from the sidewall. Pretty benign shot there that the goaltender gobbles up, and we'll do it again. Again, tied up off the draw. Benny battling for it. Hogan does a nice job pursuing that puck and keeping it in. Sends it down low for Bram. Bram's got it. Centers it to the slot. Bouncing around. Rory tries to send it in. Hits shin pads. Comes the other way with it. Rory with a nice back check to cause some problems. And that's going to bounce out of the zone and go the length of the ice. No icing though, so Orioles can pursue here. Centennial have to try to get it out. Benny with it on the near side. He's trying to cut to the middle. Nice defensive play by Centennial. Doesn't let him get there. Now the puck's just banging around the people's skates here. Remy does a nice job trying to keep it in, and again, a bad hop on, but using the right spot for it. Rory behind the net, reverses it to Remy. Remy pokes it, gets it up ice. Eddie flips it by. They're going to rule that as no ice. So Eddie with the puck, finds Lewis in the slot, just tipped. Otherwise, that would have been a dangerous play. This is going the length of the ice. I don't think that's going to get there for icing, though, so the Orioles will have to regroup. Remy behind his own net. He's just going to take the ice given to him here. Chips it up to Elliott, off Elliott's skate, and back in the zone. Now it's out. The red line there. Remy with it. Ooh, finds a seam up the middle there. Bounces off Elliott's stick. Elliott pursues the puck. Eddie finds it. Sends it to the slot. That goes innocently through and into the corner. Lewis now with it behind the net, battling. Up the wall, Nate with a nice pinch. Got enough body and enough puck there to slow everybody down, so no big deal. Remy's just going to send it the length of the ice for an ice and get some fresh bodies out there. So it'll be a defensive zone face-off for the Orioles with Eric, Bram, and Eli out there up front, and then Nate, the point, are out there on D. So puck drops. Oh, I'm sorry, it's Benny on the drop, not Bram. Benny battles for it. And shot trickles in on Corey, and he gloves that. For another face-off here to Corey's blocker side here. Face off. Tied up, shot from the point. Corey smothers that as well. So, do it again here. Let's see here, all right. It's going to be to Corey's glove hand side this time. Benny will dig in for the draw. Benny comes away with it, tries to get it out. Okay, Eli's got it. He's got Eric. Eric's got a little speed. See if he can do anything with it. Oh, almost had it. Nice last-minute save by the goalie. Sorry, not sure if I got that on video, but a nice pass. He kind of used Eli as a decoy there, coming down the right wing. Almost snuck it in short side. Benny pursues it in the corner there. Nice job taking the hands from the Centennial player. Out to Nate, who's always good at getting it on net. Might have been a tip there in front. Eli tries to put it back on net, comes right back to him. Eli sends it into the corner. Didn't have an angle at the net, so smart play there instead of shooting it into shin pads. Benny and Eric dig for it there in the corner, but Centennial comes away with it. Nice poke check there though by Benny. But Centennial still comes away with it here. And easy glove save by Corey from a shot from the high slot there, Centennial. And we'll face it off down in that corner where it's hard for us to see. Nice if the Orioles could score a goal or two for their fans this period. We got better sight lines this period for the offensive zone. Let's see here. Eddie's out there on the draw. Bram is on a wing. Bajowski's out there. Hogan's out there. Remy is on D. So Eddie comes away with it, as he usually does. Comes up the center of the ice. Got his head up, looking to make a play. Sends it down to the corner to Hogan. Hogan back to Eddie. Eddie gets the puck again, centers it. Finds Hogan. Goes off some shin pads. And back out to center ice we go. So Park applying a little bit of pressure. Still can't quite find an opening. But they're going to wave icing off on that. And Eddie pursues it. In the corner. A little bit. Here we go. Eddie's going to come with it after Bram does a nice job tying up his man behind the net. Caden Bajowski uncorks a slap shot. Goes wide. Griffin on a shallow angle. Nice play. The goalie was there again in the slot. See if Eddie can find the handle here. Sends it to the center. Bouncing around. They just can't quite get it to bounce for him here. Oh, another penalty here, I think. Coming up on Centennial. Okay. Referee indicates a trip there. So St. Louis Park will go on the power play again here, I believe. Yeah. Penalty on White. So with 10:20 remaining in the second period. Seems to be some confusion here, but that was a pretty clear tripping call on White. I think they're just trying to find the right player to send to the box. And we'll go down here with it for a power play. Looks like they have the killer E-line out there to take the power play. Eddie taking the draw, Eric on left, E-line right. And then the good hands of Nate Benson and Jakey Lapointe out there on D. See if they can do something here. Lose the face-off, though. Let's see if they can get on it and get control before it leaves the zone, which they do. Nate keeps it in at the blue line. Oh, nice move. Really nice move there. Some nice patience. So now he's down on the half wall. Out to Eddie. Eddie's got it at D. Sends it over to Jakey Lapointe. Jakey down low to Eli. Eli throws it behind the net where Eric will pursue it. Actually, Eddie takes it. Eddie head up. He's going to go out to Nate with it. Nate's going to go back to Eddie. Eddie's got it. Goes down low to Eric. There's a nice give and go with those two. Oh! Another nice save by the goalie. I don't think Eddie got as much on that shot as he was hoping, but still a nice play. Give and go, and they're going to send the second power play unit out here with Benny, Elliott, and Lewis up front, and then Rory and Remy on the back end here. See if they can keep the momentum going here. Lewis chasing it behind the net, gets the stick on it. Benny centers it, but nobody there in the slot, and it'll come out to center ice for Rory. Rory backhands it over to Remy. Rory sends it all the way around. Elliott will try to chase it down, but Centennial beats him to it. Now it comes to Rory with the head of steam. Rory takes it wide and sends it on net. And deflected into the corner by the goalie here. We got Remy out at D, trying to keep it in. Does a nice job doing so. Now it comes out to neutral zone. Remy's got it. Remy, I'm sorry, that was Rory. Oh, and there we go. Another shorthanded goal for Centennial here. So, bad turnover there, neutral ice. And Centennial takes advantage of it. 2-0 with two shorthanded goals so far by Centennial. And we'll switch it up here again with Eddie, Hogan, and Bram up front. And then Jakey and Caden back on D. Puck's down. Eddie takes a shoulder off the face-off, but comes away with the puck. Does a nice job protecting the puck as he works to the middle. Great pass to Griff, and Griff just whiffs on him, unfortunately. Back to Griff. The Orioles were still in the power play there. Power play just ended. And now it's back out to center ice and 5-on-5. Far corner, near corner where it's hard to see, but out to Centennial. D-man puts a shot on net. Corey square to it. gobbles it up, and he'll take a face-off here off his glove hand side. Got some new forwards coming out. Benny, Eli, Eric up front. Jake and Caden will remain in D out there. Out to the D. That shot gets blocked by the Orioles. Behind the net. Far corner. Eli's trying to come away with it, and he does. Headman's it to Benny. Bouncing through the neutral zone, but Eli finds the handle there. Tries to find Eric in the middle, but he can't quite hold on to it. Jakey's got it now. Centennial enters the zone, and Corey opts for the whistle there. He gloves that innocent looking shot, and Orioles will switch it up here again. All 5 of them, Benson and Remy out on D. Elliott, Eli, and Lewis out there up front. 7:31 left in the second period. Orioles need something to break their way here. They've looked a little bit like Max Brosman and the Vikings from yesterday at times. Eddie almost gets it through the legs of the defender and would have been in and clear on a breakaway there. Gets the last second. Nate does a nice job of getting body there as the puck enters the zone. Out to the D. Centennial walks to the middle. Nice shot. And that's him too. Yep. 3-0. I think this Orioles team is kind of sleeping on these guys. They beat them earlier in the year, and sometimes that can be dangerous. So we'll face off at center ice with a 3-0 lead here for Centennial with 7 minutes remaining in the second period. So we got Griffin, Benny, and Bram up front. We got Jake and Rory back on D. And we'll drop the puck and see what happens here. See what sort of response the Orioles have. Jakey outlet pass to Griffin. Unfortunately bounced off his stick right to the D, and another dangerous play with a man all alone in front, bothering Corey, and Corey is able to swallow that up. It could have been a real disaster going down 4-0. All right, so Benny digs in for the draw. It's been pretty good on him today, wins it back. Jakey comes back, absorbs a hit along the wall, up the wall to Griffin. Can't quite get there in time, goes behind the net. Rory grabs it up to Jakey. Jakey up to Griff. Griff centering pass to Benny, just a split second too late and gets intercepted. But Benny comes away with it. Now to Griff. Bouncing around here in the neutral zone. Now it's back in the defensive zone. Jakey's got it in the corner. Now Griff's got it along the wall. He's going to headman it to Benny. Benny across the blue line. Into the corner there, right in the slot. Lewis. Oh, Griffin. With the goal. Trying to get the break they need. So, nice job forechecking there. Puck slipped out to the slot. Griffin was able to get just enough on it. Playing forward, normally a defenseman. Griffin's up front, taking advantage of it. Proving that he can play anywhere on the ice. So Orioles are going to counter with their killer E-line here after that goal. Eric got some speed coming in the zone. He tries to turn the corner, and a weak shot on net there. Now he's got it though. Finds Remy at the D. Then he tries to one-time it, can't quite get it. Eric's got it back down low again now. Finds Eddie. Eddie back to Eric. Eric's kind of at a shallow angle, trying to figure out what to do. He's holding on. Now he finds Eddie. Eddie at a bad angle though too, and the goalie's square. Comes to the slot. Nobody there, unfortunately, but Nate does a nice job of keeping it in. So Black has some pressure there. Now comes out unfortunately, but quickly get back into it. I think Eric's just going to put this on net. Oh, Eli! There we go! For the Orioles. See if they can keep it going here with Lewis, Benny, and Elliott out there now up front. Jakey and Nate on D. Nate made an excellent.
I didn't even read it.
Okay. All right, back at center ice here. Benny gains his own nice centering pass to Elliott, who can't get much on it, unfortunately. But Benny's been all over the ice tonight, or this morning, I guess it is, this afternoon. Nice stick by Elliott there. Shot goes just wide. Lewis lays the body in the corner. Jakey lays the body as well. Now Centennial comes on a 3-on-1, 2-on-1 here. Lewis's nice back check. Put some pressure on him from behind, so the Centennial player couldn't get as much as he wanted. All right, Eddie's got it behind. He reverses it over to Jakey, who does a nice job trying to get it up to Lewis, who can't quite get a stick on it. Now it's out to Elliott at neutral zone. Elliott's got it. Gets stripped with a puck, but right back to him, and out again. It's just kind of ping-ponging around. Can't get it in deep there. Hit somebody's shin pads. Elliott and Lewis go for a change. And Corey decides to slow things down with a glove save from that shot from the high slot. So let's see. We got Brand, Griff, and Eddie out there up front. And then Remy and Rory back out there on D. Face-off won by Centennial. Nice block, though. Oh, almost a break for the Orioles there. Griff couldn't quite find the handle. Oh, dangerous play. And Corey. Puck is in the far corner there. Comes around the side, far wall. Oh, nice stick by Eddie. Ram's going to get to it first. Takes a shallow angle shot just wide, but Griff is there to find the ricochet. Now he's in the far corner, sends it on net. Griff again down low, sends it out to Remy on D. Remy shovels it towards the net, but Centennial intercepts it. Nice step by Rory to intercept that at center ice. Griff coming down, got his head up, looking for a pass. Oh, my video is terrible there. Rory's got it at the D, tries to send it on net, just wide. Griff's gonna get that, sends it back to Remy on the D. Remy walks to the middle, tries to put something on net, and he does. Right into the breadbasket of the goaltender. He gobbles that up, takes a save, and we'll get an offensive zone face-off here. All right, we got Fallness on the draw, who's done a good job this morning, this afternoon, whatever it is. Eli and Eric are going to switch on wings, go to their off wings, and Caden and Jakey on D here. So into the corner, Eric pursues it. Nice job by the Centennial player on the check there. Eric's battling for it still. Eli gets in there as the second man, but Centennial comes away with it. Benny pursuing, gets a good stick in there, and now it's in the neutral zone. Eric finds it, but gets stripped of it, but Eli comes away with it. Eli to the far corner, tries to tap it back to the D, but just nobody there. Oh, Jakey almost had it. 2-on-1 for Centennial here after that. Nice shot, nice save by Corey. Corey squared the shooter the whole way. Didn't give him anything. And 1:43 remaining. They'll switch lines here, switch everybody again. Elliott, Eddie, Lewis up front. Nate and Remy on D, 1:43 remaining in the second. Over to the wing, out to the point, down low. Drops into the slot there. Luckily nothing came of that. Eddie, been reading the play all night tonight perfectly. Sends it to Elliott. Elliott gives it back to Eddie. Nice shot by Eddie, just hair wide, but trying to get a rebound off those pads. And great play by Remy keeping it in. Remy puts it on net. Gets back to his D position. Nate steps up, but as usual, Eddie's there reading the play. Comes back to Remy, gets his head up, finds a cross-ice pass that Elliott couldn't quite handle. Deflected to Lewis. Now to Eddie. Eddie comes through the neutral zone with it. Nate doing some nice stick handling there, trying to find somebody open. Remy sneaks down low, tries to cut back to the middle, gets deflected to center ice. We got 40 seconds left, and Nate will wind it up here. Griffin gets on sides. Nate does a nice job, end to end. Oh, Nate had a corner pick. Couldn't quite do it. Nate's great at picking the spots like that. And then he gets back and finds it, puts it back on net. Oh, excellent shift by Nate Benson there. Just using his hockey IQ to be in the right place. Not panic with that puck. So 20 seconds left. We'll have an offensive zone face-off that Benny Fallness will take with Griffin and Bram, Rory and Jakey on D. It's in the skates of the centers right now, trying to pick it out. Nobody's really finding it. There we go. Centennial finds it. And they're going to come. Looks like they'll get the last chance this period. Offsides with 4.6 left. They're going to face that one off at center ice, it looks like, based on where that puck came from to cause the offside. So 4.6. I don't think anything's going to happen here in the last 2 or 3. Graham tries to put one on net, but go anywhere. And we will go to intermission. 3-2 after being down 3-0. Orioles have clawed back a little bit. So we'll get some fresh ice in the third and see what happens. Okay, we're back for period 3 here. Fresh ice, and referees are not wasting any time. Benny sends it down deep for the Orioles. See if they can get a jump on these guys right off the bat. Wasn't a real aggressive forecheck there, and the Centennial Cougars come out with it. Nice play by Elliott there to slow down the man with the puck. Caden Bajowski comes with it across the center ice, gets it across the line, but right back out. And Jakey will go retrieve the puck. Cross ice pass to Lewis. Lewis tips it to center ice. Caden intercepts another pass, center ice, but then runs into Eddie. And back into our zone. Jakey off the wall to Elliott, or off the glass, I should say. Eli with a nice interception at center ice, but again, nobody can seem to handle the puck here yet today, or this period. Cross ice by Jakey. Eddie pursues. Oh, pass right up the middle. Looks like Eli could have intercepted that, but might have hopped his stick. Late arriving crowd here showing up for the third period. Now Eddie comes away with it behind the net. Off the wall to Eric. Eric takes it up the far wall. Got a little speed. He's going to take it wide and takes a terrible angle shot and goes nowhere. Now he's chasing it behind the net here. Him and Eli pursuing the puck. Somebody skates there. Oh, Eddie almost tries to find the handle on it. Centennial comes with it. Remy's back. And harmlessly through the slot. Eric cuts back with it. See if he's got enough energy for one more rush here. Trying to find something to do with it, and just sends it weakly on net for a change. And out will come Hogan, Bram, and Benny for the face-off. Up front, Remy and Nate stay out there on D. So Nate pursues, as does Bram. Far corner, out to the D. A dangerous shot, that hit a lot of bodies in front. Comes out, doesn't clear the zone though, and goes to the far corner. Bounces to Benny, brings it across the blue line, across center ice. Gonna take it wide into the zone. Thought about taking an escape move, then he does in the corner. And gets it picked, unfortunately, but a hard back check here by Benny. And good play by Nate converging on as well. That opens up some ice for Jakey to bring the puck up ice. Just loses it. Graham digging for it. Griffin with the flyby and trying to get it deep, but it's just bouncing. All right, clears the zone. Eddie's got it. He's waiting for Graham to clear the zone. Nice pass to Griff. Kind of gets blindsided and comes the other way through center ice here. Griffin on the far wall tries to play it over to Eddie. A little too far for him. And Centennial will clear the zone and bring it back to the neutral zone. Lewis and Nate angling them, but a nice snifty drop pass there by Centennial. 15 uncorks a shot, but high and wide. Jakey with a nice block there. Lewis advances it to Elliott, can't find the handle. He pursues it into the Centennial zone. Comes out, back in off Eddie, and probably a face-off's probably a good thing there. There was a whole lot of nothing going on there. So you got Elliott, Eddie, and Lewis out there up front. Remy and Rory back on D. Rory playing D tonight, this afternoon, whatever it is. Down one man with Everett. Griffin up front. Rory's moved back to D. Lewis has it on the near wall here. Sends it to the middle. Elliott pursuing the puck carrier. Comes out top. Remy does a nice job of keeping it in. I think he scores. Seeing eye shot. Remy Wang with an excellent job of pinching and keeping the puck in as always. He's so good at that and reads the play so well. Throws a shot low on net, and the goalie just cannot see it. It's snuck through a few different bodies hit the far post and in. So good work by Remy. Gets rewarded for his hard work there. Smart play with the goal. Eli. Oh, Eli buries it. Great shot by Eli. Take the lead. The crew comes through. Good pass by Eric. Entering the zone, tape to tape. The D were not gapped up on back of the net. Harmless shot from the side wall there by Centennial, but a little bit of trouble there. But Corey finds the handle, scoops it up, and takes a face-off to his left. So defensive zone, Eddie Schiraldi digs in. Pumps to the middle, Graham just feeds the point with it. Griff out there doing a nice job covering the D. Oh, dangerous shot by Centennial. Corey up to the task. Centennial's kind of flipped the momentum here all of a sudden. Eddie comes away with it on the near wall, using his body. Thought that could have been a penalty, but they ruled it was a hockey play, and now we go the other way. Nice play by Jakey to get that puck free up to Graham. Far corner, Caden Pahowski battles for it. That puck's been finding Eddie, or more like Eddie's been finding the puck today. Always in the right spot, always knows where it's going. Griff tries to split the D. He does, but can't get the puck until he's behind the net. Eddie, second man in there, pursuing, good forecheck there, up the wall. Caden does a nice job pinching there. See if he can keep it in. Tangled up each there. I think that was a good no call. Both guys just going for the puck. And now Griff takes it across the blue line. Decides to send it deep. Allows some fresh bodies out there. Benny and Elliott. Griff goes for a change as well. That's going to come up the far wall. Elliott's going to grab it. Back down deep. Nate goes to get it. Nate head up. Looking for a play, tape to tape to Remy. Remy, nice slick little backhand pass to Lewis, who then headmans to Benny. Benny had Elliott breaking, but couldn't quite complete that pass. Benny blows a tire in center ice there, but gets a piece of the puck and into the offensive zone. Right back out, Elliott swipes at it. But Centennial gains the zone. Shot from the high slot goes wide. Nate can't quite find the handle. Lewis battling forward on the near wall, but Centennial comes away with it again. Oh, nice shot by Seven. Dangerous rebound. Somehow Corey's there. Great sequence by Corey there. The Orioles hung him out to dry there a little bit. Corey had their back. Best player on the ice needs to be your goalie sometimes, and that was certainly the case there. So we got the Killeries out there now. Eddie, Eric, Eli. Eddie digging in. Oh, puck comes dangerously to the slot. Now it's the D. Eli tries to get a block, but bounces over him. Now comes Jakey LaPointe with it. Enters the zone. Can't quite see what's going on in that corner, but it's down deep now. Jake continues to pursue. Eric gets over there. Pops to Eddie. Eddie can't quite find the handle. Comes back across center ice for Centennial. Jakey and Griff both back on D. And turnover. Eddie with a smart play up the wall. Eric's in a foot race forward. He comes away with it. Can't quite find the handle. Almost had a step on the guy, but can't quite find the handle. Out to Rory, who tries to put it on net. Eddie kicks it. Oh, great pass by Eddie to find the open defenseman. On net and just deflects. Now Eric's got it. I think he tries to find the defenseman, but forgot to look up and see where he was. So that goes the length of the ice. Rory's got a head of steam now. He's looking for the handle. Gains the zone. Takes it wide. Hard to see what's going on down there right now, but looks like they kept it in. Jammed up on that near wall where we can't see much. Comes up to Remy Wang, who puts another shot in there just wide. Graham's pursuing the puck. Graham gets it. He's got Hogan in front. Can't quite convert on the pass, though. Right idea. Just didn't get it tape to tape. Caden's back. whiffs on the pass. Centennial gets it. 5:50 left here in the third. If I was a betting man, if there's another penalty, I think it'll be on the Orioles. The Orioles have had 2 power plays already today and actually given up shorthanded goals on both of them. Centennial regroups, sends it in, goes to the far corner. Remy goes to retrieve, tries to knife it up to Lewis. Lewis gets it to Benny. Benny brings it through the neutral zone. He's going to take it wide. Tries to get a step on him, can't quite get there, but a rebound to Lewis. Lewis just, he needed to go bar down on that one. It's the only thing the goalie was giving him. Goalie had his leg pad there. He'll scoop it up. And we'll face it off again here with 5:12 left. Traldi comes in for the draw with Lewis on his right, Elliott on his left. Nate Benson out there on D, along with Jake LaPointe. On the near wall here where we can't see much of what's going on here at Kaiser Arena. Now it comes out to center ice. Do a good job of staying on sides. Jake does a nice job of delivering a shoulder there to the puck carrier. Nate, good pass up to Elliott. Elliott gets to the center. Eddie trying to find a handle. 3-on-1 right now. I think Eddie will just take it to the corner. Smart play. Get it down deep. Lewis, some nifty stick work behind the net there to come away with it. Eddie's got it along the near wall, battling a couple Centennial players. And Centennial comes away with that. Got Nate and Jakey back on D. Into Jakey shin pads, but this is dangerous little play there. Eli's trying to find the handle on it. Can't quite get it out of the zone here. Goes all the way back down for Jakey to pick it up and try to find somebody. He finds Eli. Eli's coming down with Elliott. Eli splits the D. Gets in there. Puck's rolling. Elliott's in there poking at it, but it goes harmless to the corner. Benny with the stick check. Can't quite get the puck. A hard back check by Benny. Look at the back check by Benny. Drives him all the way into the corner. That was an NHL caliber back check there. Drove him all the way into the corner. Whole length of the ice. Now, nice outlet pass to Eli. Eli tries to slip through the defenseman, but it's picked off, unfortunately. Nate with a great pass back across the seam to Elliott. Elliott to Eli. Actually, Griffin touched it there in the middle, and you didn't see any of that, but it was really nice passing. And Griffin put a shot on net. The Centennial goalie gobbles up for a face-off. So, offensive zone face-off. Benny Fallness digs in. Eli on the right, Eric on the left. Remy Rory out. Oh, nice clean win by Benny. Remy tries to put it on net, but he gets blocked, unfortunately. Oh, and that's going to be an ice, I believe. Centennial actually had a 2-on-1 there if they just carried it, but slapped at the end of the ice. A little bit of panic, and we'll go back here for another offensive zone face-off. So, Eddie's out now. I think maybe have the full complement of the Killer E's out there. Oh, Eddie gets a goal. They're going to call that. Wow. But probably got to be careful here. Not only are the Orioles 0 for 2 on their power play, they've given up 2 shorthanded goals. But boy, would this be the time to convert and go up by 2 with 3:12 remaining here. So somebody's calling timeout. Not quite sure who it was, but we'll zero in on the bench here. I'd imagine Coach Bump and Coach Whips are telling them enough shorthanded goals. Let's try to get one in on the PP. Good crowd here tonight, Elk River. This afternoon for the holidays here. A lot of family in town, I think. Seeing a lot of grandparents, aunts, uncles, nephews. I was wrong in my bet. Been a well-officiated game. 3 penalties against Centennial, 0 on the Orioles. Not sure that was a full 1-minute timeout, but the referees are ready to get things going. Coach Bump is delivering his final instructions to his squad here. They'll bring it in for a 1-2-3 park, and on their way down to the offensive zone. So it's the power play we've seen earlier. Eli, Eddie taking the draw, Eric, Nate and Jakey on D. Win the draw out to Jakey. Fumbling around in front, couldn't quite find it. That was a nice play. Eddie won the draw. Eric bumped it back to Jake, and Jake put a nice shot on net that caused some trouble. Now Nate, patient as always with that puck, back behind to Eric. Eric tilt the other side, finds Jakey out deep. Jakey goes back down low with it, hits the ref's feet, but that's okay. Eddie's got it now, his head up. He goes to Eric with it. They've been working on the give and go. It works that time. Much needed power play goal there for the Orioles after struggling on their first two. 5 left in the third period here. As the puck comes to center ice, Rory handles it, intercepted by Centennial. Remy's back on D, defending hard as always. Good stick on puck there by Remy. And Bram comes away with it. Ooh, Bram tries to bump it out, but the Centennial D kept it in. Rory does a nice job battling for the puck, and that one bumps to center ice. Benny pursuing, trying to win the brace. Comes away with it. Really nice battle by Benny. He's been battling hard all night. Griffin down low, trying to slow down the Centennial player. He does a little, but he still comes to the full speed. Good footwork by Remy to pivot. Oh! He's out in front in the slot there. Centennial is trying to find a handle, but thankfully for the Orioles, they didn't. It was kind of a pass that got tipped up in the air. Supposed to be in a high stick, but wasn't. Another great shot by Centennial, and Griffin with a really smart play off the glass. That's a pro-style chip there, just high off the glass. Perfect touch. Go the length of the ice. Orioles need to keep their feet moving here, not to avoid a hooking penalty or any sort of penalty like that. Graham pursuing behind the play. Got an empty net, and Eddie's going to finish that off, an empty netter. Got a little confused as to where the puck was there, and Eddie comes away with it, scores the empty netter, and that's 6 unanswered for the Orioles here. I think hopefully Coach Bump and Coach Whips gave them a little wake-up call in between periods here, because Christmas break is a full complement of players for the next game. Get Everett back, who brings a big, heavy physical presence to the game, because they'll be back here in just 6 hours or so, playing across the way at the Cornerstone Arena against the hometown Elk River Elks. Ooh, 19 delivers a good cross check to Lewis there as he tries to take the body. And now the Orioles are just trying to stay healthy here for the last 20 seconds. Comes to center ice. Elliott pursuing the puck. Whistle of some sort, offsides maybe, with 9 seconds left, 9 even. Here we go. We'll do a close-up here of this face-off. We'll really get Benny. Nice job on the face-offs there. Watch that thing. Ooh.